If you've got savings or you're in work, you've probably assumed you don't qualify for this. You're wrong, and it could be worth up to £10,000 a year tax-free. This is Personal Independence Payment, PIP. Two things trip almost everyone up. It isn't means tested. Your savings and your income don't affect the award, and being in work doesn't rule you out. And it isn't taxed. Not a penny of it counts as income. This video covers PIP in England and Wales. Scotland has its own version, which is called Adult Disability Payment, and Northern Ireland runs a separate PIP system. In the next few minutes, what PIP actually covers, the myths that stop people applying who'd otherwise qualify, and exactly what to do if things have changed for you. So, what does PIP actually cover? Well, there's two parts. A daily living part, if you need help with everyday tasks, with things like preparing food, washing, managing medication, or reading. And there's also a mobility part if you need help getting around. Here's the bit people miss. It's assessed on how your condition affects you, not what your condition is called. Now, gov.uk gives anxiety as an example, a mental health condition that can qualify you for the mobility part, not just a physical one. To qualify, the difficulty needs to have lasted 3 months already and be expected to continue for at least 9 more, and it needs to affect you more than half the time. In 2026-27, the daily living part pays up to £114.60 a week at the enhanced rate. The mobility part pays you up to £80 a week. Get the enhanced rate on both, and you're looking at up to £194.60 a week, which is £10,119 over the year, and it's all tax-free. Now, the two myths properly. First, PIP is not means tested. Gov.uk says it plainly. You can get PIP even if you're working, have savings, or are getting most of the benefits. Your bank balance is irrelevant. Secondly, PIP is tax-free, doesn't touch your tax bracket, and it isn't counted as income for other means-tested benefits. But here's the part almost nobody checks. It can usually be paid alongside other benefits, but there are some overlaps. You cannot get PIP with Armed Forces Independence Payment. Constant attendance allowance can reduce the daily living part, and War Pensioners Mobility Supplement stops the mobility part being paid. And if you're getting income-related ESA, or housing benefit, PIP can trigger a top-up on those, called a disability premium, not a reduction. Guys, just a 15-second interruption to thank you for watching and to ask that you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It's just me and a microphone trying to help you understand UK finance and money. Much appreciated. Let's get back to the video. So, what do you actually do? It depends which situation you're in, and mixing these up is the single biggest mistake. If you already get PIP, and the help you need has increased, not just your health getting worse, but the actual help you need with daily tasks, report a change of circumstances straight away. DWP will look at the award again, and it could go up, go down, stay the same, or stop. If you were recently refused and you think the decision was wrong, that's not a change of circumstances, that's a mandatory reconsideration. You normally have 1 month to ask for it. And if you were refused a while ago, but your circumstances have genuinely changed since, the right move is usually a new claim, not trying to reopen the old one. One more thing worth knowing, since April 2026, most new awards for people 25 and over last 4 years with a review after 3 stay entitled, and the next award is normally 6 years, reviewed after 5. So, here's what to actually do. Go to gov.uk/PIP and check the daily living and mobility activities against your own day-to-day life, not your diagnosis. Write down, in plain terms, what you struggle with, how long it takes, and whether you need help or equipment to do it safely. Don't assume your savings or your job rule you out. They don't, and don't guess which route applies to you. Use the right one from what we've just covered. If you're supporting a family member or a client through this, the same rules apply to them too. And if you get stuck, Citizens Advice or a welfare rights advisor can help for free. So, to recap, PIP isn't means tested and it isn't taxed. Working, saving, or both are fine. What actually matters is the help you need day to day. If anything here applies to you or to someone you know, it's worth 5 minutes on gov.uk to check. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and go over to the channel at Money Microscope and give us a subscribe to keep up to date when we release our next video. See you on the next one, guys.